Hello, my name is Raquel Brown and I am the principal of Woodlawn Middle School. This will be our Back to School Night presentation 2021-2022. The percent of students scoring mastery and above on LEAP ELA and math tests has increased 13% since 2013. Since 2012, the number of students scoring a 21 or higher on the ACT has increased by nearly 40%. We are very proud of our English language learners. For our English language learners, 6th graders, 13 out of 22 students raised their ELPT score at least one domain. So that is 59%. The ELPT is the English Language Proficiency Test. For our 7th graders, 9 out of 19 students raised their ELPT score at least one domain for 47%. And for our ELL 8th graders, 16 out of 28 students raised their ELPT score at least one domain, and that is 57%. We had quite a few students also score proficient on this test. 17% of 6th graders scored proficient, 15% of 7th graders scored proficient, and 6% of 8th graders scored proficient on the ELPT test. Our Teacher of the Year, Mr. Brent O'Quinn, was a finalist for Middle School Teacher of the Year. This is, and we have had several Middle School Teachers of the Year from Woodlawn Middle School. Our string orchestra received a Superior in Concert at District Festival. This means that they made all superior ratings. The girls' track team won district and parish for the 2020-2021 school year. The girls' volleyball team won district and was a runner-up for parish, and the girls' softball team won district and was a runner-up for parish as well. The school received 2 medals for its work with restorative practices. Mr. Rogers and myself, we attended the Professional Educators Leadership Academy, and the talented theater students wrote, filmed, acted, and completed their first movie, The Wizard of Woodlawn. The week of July 19, 2021, parents and students received 3 student reports, one for ELA, math, and social studies that outline how your child performed on these tests. An overall score in math, English, science, and social studies. They also had a breakdown of your child's performance in specific skills for each subject area. How your child is performing in comparison to other students in the same school, the school system, and the state. If you still have not received your scores, please see us because we have been giving those out. The 2021 LEAP scores help teachers identify where students need extra support or greater challenge in specific subject areas. They will also be used to measure how well schools and school systems are helping students achieve higher expectations. The LEAP test is just one measure of how well your child is performing academically. Other information such as grades, teacher feedback, and scores on other tests will help determine your child's academic strengths and needs so that we will better be able to help them succeed. Each set of the students' reports are accompanied by a parent guide to the LEAP student reports that provide information on how to read the results and use them to support student learning at home. So, questions to guide teacher conferences. The test results will help you as a parent talk to your child's teachers about additional supports or enrichment that may be needed in class and at home this school year. So you can ask some questions such as these. What can be done to appropriately challenge my child in areas where he or she exceeds the expectation? Where is my child doing well, and where does he or she need improvement? How can I help support my child's learning at home? And parents, we do need your help. How do we ensure that my child makes progress? And that is extremely important. We expect every child at Woodlawn Middle School to show growth. What can be done in the classroom to help improve his or her areas of weakness? And we will be discussing response to intervention, where we will be helping students, and we also work with our students in homeroom. Homeroom is an academic class where we try to help fill in the gaps that many of our students have. So now, 2021-2022 Panther goals and priorities. Based on our students' performance in 2020-2021, Woodlawn Middle School is focused on the following priorities for the 2021-2022 school year. So we want to enhance technological skills and competencies for both teachers and students. We want to work to develop high-quality writing in each subject area. This is an absolute must. We must continue to improve academic achievement in all subgroups by 3 to 5 points. We must enhance the social emotional learning for all students. And this is going to be done through their social studies classes. They will have social emotional learning units. We must improve attendance for students who have a history of attendance concerns. Please understand that your child may only miss 10 days for the school year. They get 5 days each semester. Now, if your child is ill, certainly they need to stay at home. But it's important for children to have good attendance as well as to be punctual. We must provide families with the tools and support they need to support student learning at home through Student Progress Center. And it's very important that you check Student Progress Center weekly. All parents should do this. So there will be a focus on academic vocabulary, writing skills, and reading for meaning. And we will work on this through our homeroom curriculum. We must develop the 5 competencies of social emotional learning. And as I said, this will take place in our social studies classes. So the learning that they must have is about self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision making. These are the 5 competencies of social emotional learning. So, Louisiana Student Standards. They are educational standards that set clear and consistent learning expectations for students and teachers. They define what students should know and be able to do in a particular subject at each grade level and help set high goals for all students. Why are standards important? The Louisiana Student Standards assure that all students, regardless of their address, background, or ability, have a clear roadmap to success in college and or a career. They clearly define goals, help families and teachers work together to ensure that students succeed, have access to extra assistance when they need it, and are challenged appropriately. It is extremely important that all of our students are challenged appropriately. We do not want them challenged to the point of frustration, but in order for them to grow, all of our students must be challenged. So how will we do this? This is our curriculum. In mathematics, we will use Eureka. It builds number sense, helps students learn to apply mathematics to real-world situations, and builds efficiency with mathematics problems. English language arts, we will use My Perspectives. It provides engaging text, integrates reading and writing so students write about what they read, and provides ample opportunity for student conversations. And it's important for your child to participate in conversations and discussion in the classroom. So science, we will be using Amplify Science this year. It provides ample opportunities for students to investigate science questions or scientific questions. It helps students use science to explain real-world happenings, and it integrates reading a variety of sources. Now for social studies, we have our DBQ, which is document-based questions. It provides primary sources which your students will read, and it engages students in writing and reading about history. So, monitoring student progress. This is essential. LEAP 360, and actually this year our students will be taking tests through ANET. And it provides our teachers with meaningful information about how well students are progressing towards their learning goals throughout the year. Students will take diagnostic assessments, and they will also have interim assessments. So, at the end of this school year, students in grades 3 through 8 will take the following state tests. So at Woodlawn Middle School, students will take the LEAP 2025 assessment for ELA, math, social studies, and science, and they will take this test online. Now, parent and family engagement is essential, and I know it's difficult since we still have many issues due to COVID, but there are ways to work around that. We can use video conferencing. We can speak with each other using the telephone. We can also email. It is important that when there is an issue with a teacher, that you communicate with that teacher. So Woodlawn Middle School is committed to providing parents with meaningful two-way communication opportunities with both teachers and administrators throughout the year. Here is where to go with questions. So contact your child's teachers with questions regarding your child's progress, learning needs, or school events or programs. Please use the school's website, Google Classroom, and the student event communication system to stay informed. I try to either send you text or phone messages to make sure that you are informed about what is taking place at Woodlawn Middle School. To set up a face-to-face parent-teacher conference, please contact one of our school counselors. You can contact Ms. Washington. Her email is twashington97@ebrschools.org, or Ms. Armstead. Her email is ljackson58@ebrschools.org, or Ms. Bossum. Her email is kbossum@ebrschools.org. And again, this is to set up a face-to-face conference. Now, additional questions or concerns that cannot be addressed by your child's teacher should be directed to administration. So I am the principal. My email is rbrown@ebrschools.org. Donna Redmond Jackson is our assistant principal, and she works with scheduling and grades. So if you have a question about scheduling and grades, she is the person to contact. And her email is dredmond@ebrschools.org. Mr. Darrell Davis is the assistant principal over administration. He is the person to contact about the school handbook and any behavior or discipline concerns, as well as Ms. Tate, our dean of students. Her email is ltate1@ebrschools.org, or Mr. Rogers. His email is drogers@ebrschools.org. So if it's dealing with discipline, either contact Mr. Davis, Ms. Tate, or Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers also works with our buses. So if you have any bus concerns or questions or comments, please contact Mr. Rogers. Ms. Gordon is our timeout room moderator, and her email is lgordon1@ebrschools.org. For help on how you can support student learning at home, including questions about homework and using technology, please attend one of our upcoming parent workshops. And we may have to hold these workshops virtually, but we still want to speak with you and make sure that you have all of the tools necessary to help your child be successful. Now, supporting student learning. Why should families support student learning at home? Learning should not end in the classroom. You play an important role in setting high expectations for learning. Students only believe an education is important when their parents believe an education is important, and when you stress that at home. It's very important for you to stress at home that their education is extremely important and why it is so necessary. You can help your child become successful both in and outside of the classroom. So support starts with meaningful conversations. Find out what your child knows. Talk to them whenever you have dinner. If you are not able to have dinner during the week, speak with them on the weekends. Be very involved with them about what's going on in their classes. What are they learning? What topic are they exploring this week? Those conversations are really important. And please don't settle for, we didn't do anything today, because that's not factual. Make sure that you are talking to your child about what they are learning, if not daily, at least on the weekends. Discover what your child should be able to do. Talk to your child regularly about schoolwork, and meet and speak with your child's teachers regularly. You can do this through email, as I said, because we will not be able to have the face-to-face interactions like we did in previous years. Now, tools and resources to support parents. So below are additional resources that you can access to further support your child's learning at home. So Louisiana Believes is extremely important. I will be putting this presentation on our website. Make sure that you go to each one of these links and see what it has to show you and how it may help you. We have a very vibrant PTSA at our school, and they do a lot of wonderful work. We didn't get a chance to do as much last year again because of the restrictions, but we do have a very vibrant PTSA, and I would strongly encourage you to join it. So that concludes our presentation for the Back to School Night. We are so fortunate to have your child at Woodlawn Middle School, and so happy that you decided to allow them to attend our school. We want your child to be successful, but we absolutely need your help. Please express to your child how important an education is, how important you personally believe it is as well. Please have your child read at least 20 minutes each evening, and encourage them and actually ensure that they turn in all assignments when they are due. This is extremely important. Please start out strong and keep it strong throughout the year to ensure that your child is on track to move to the next grade level with all the skills necessary to be successful. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation. I appreciate you. Have a good day.